और हम आपको लगातार दिखा रहे कला क्षेत्र से सीधी तस्वीरें, जहां आज राज्य के नए मुख्यमंत्री समेत नया मंत्रिमंडल भी शपथ ग्रहण करेगा। अब से कुछ ही देर बाद शंकरदेव कला क्षेत्र में आयोजित होने वाले इस समारोह में नए मुख्यमंत्री के तौर पर डॉक्टर हिमंत विश्व शर्मा पदभार संभालेंगे। राज्यपाल जगदीश मुखी इन्हें पद एवं गोपनीयता की शपथ दिलाएंगे। इस शपथ ग्रहण समारोह में आज भाजपा के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जेपी नड्डा भी शामिल हो रहे हैं और उनके अलावा पूर्वोत्तर राज्यों के कई अन्य मुख्यमंत्रियों के भी कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित रहने की उम्मीद की जा रही है। और फिलहाल कला क्षेत्र में नागालैंड के मुख्यमंत्री नेफ्यू रियो मौजूद हैं। डॉक्टर हिमंत विश्व शर्मा फिलहाल कला क्षेत्र पहुंच चुके हैं और अब से कुछ ही देर बाद यहां शपथ ग्रहण समारोह के दौरान वे नए मुख्यमंत्री के तौर पर अपनी जिम्मेदारी संभालेंगे। ये तस्वीरें हम दर्शकों को दिखा रहे हैं शंकरदेव कला क्षेत्र से, जहां डॉक्टर हिमंत विश्व शर्मा इस वक्त पहुंच चुके हैं और उनके स्वागत में पुलिस प्रशासन के आला अधिकारी मौजूद हैं। कड़ी सुरक्षा व्यवस्था के बीच आज यहां कार्यक्रम आयोजित किया जा रहा है। डॉक्टर हिमंत विश्व शर्मा आज असम के 15वें मुख्यमंत्री के तौर पर शपथ ग्रहण करेंगे अब से कुछ ही देर बाद, और उनके साथ अन्य 14 विधायक भी मंत्रिमंडल में शामिल होंगे। और इस दौरान नॉर्थ ईस्ट लाइव के एडिटर इन चीफ वसबीर हुसैन भी मौके पर मौजूद हैं। उन्होंने क्या कहा, ये सुनते हैं।
When the state is grappling COVID-19 and there are tremendous challenges right from the time he takes oath and his first cabinet meeting. I'm sure his first focus will be to combat and take control of the pandemic, and he is, of course, he has some advantages because he has been manning the health portfolio for so long and everything is in his grip, so he knows the situation like the back of his hand. That is going to be come to his advantage. And secondly, this is his first priority. But if you ask me, Jaideep, if you ask me what are the changes, what are the new things that I have seen today, I have seen that he has started inclusive politics. He has started inclusive politics in the state. He has personally telephoned the opposition leaders today. Several of them are already here in this hall waiting to come to the swearing-in ceremony, waiting for the swearing-in ceremony. He had personally called the Congress President Ripun Bora. He has personally made a phone call to Badruddin Ajmal. Rakibul Hussain is already inside. And another thing I have noticed is that, he has a pan-Northeastern appeal, and that is the reason why we have seen chief ministers from the Northeastern states here. We have seen Nephyu Rio, the chief minister of Nagaland, the deputy chief minister of Nagaland, Y. Patan is here. We have seen Biren Singh is expected to be here. The BJP national president, JP Nadda, is here. So this is turned up to be a high-profile event, and this, of course, is nothing to be surprised because, he is a personality. He has friends across the political spectrum, and that is what we have seen here today. And another thing which, basically, the point which I want to highlight is that the team which is likely to be sworn in along with him comprises some old guards and several new faces. For example, we have Dr. Ronus Pegu, a very important tribal leader. He is going to be inducted into the cabinet. We have seen newcomers like Ashok Singhal. We have seen newcomers like Bimal Bora. We have seen there will be other newcomers in the thing. Of course, he has retained some of the old guards like and Ranjit Das, the BJP president and former speaker, is also going to find a place in the Himanta Biswa Sharma cabinet. We have seen and the old guards like Atul Bora, Kesav Mahanta, Chandra Mohan Patwari. These are the people we will be having. And apart from that, we understand so far that ministers, active ministers like Piyush Hazarika is going to be elevated to the cabinet rank. That's what we are getting to know. So on the whole, it will be a mix of some old guards as well as new faces. That is what, as far as the composition of the ministry. As we know, the Assam is going to have a 18 to 19 member ministry, and today 13 of them are going to be sworn in by Governor Jagdish Mukhi. presidency. So that is what we are hearing at this point in time. And 4 to 5 ministers may be inducted at a later date. Immediately after the swearing in today, later in the day, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma will be chairing the first cabinet meeting of his Council of Ministers. And of course, as I said, the first priority, top in the agenda is to combat the COVID pandemic. That is what something. And in this hall, I would like to take the viewers that this is a hall which has 1,200 capacity, but the authorities are making sure that they follow the COVID protocols. So if you can show the seats, if the cameraman can show the seats, there are 1 seat vacant after every people. So that is how the COVID protocol is being maintained. So as of now, this is going to be a very, very high profile event with chief ministers of several northeastern states, as I said, being present. And apart from that, Himanta Biswa Sharma starting an inclusive politics by personally telephoning opposition leaders to be present at the swearing-in ceremony. And that is what has happened. Several opposition leaders are already in this hall waiting to see the swearing-in of one of the most dynamic political leaders in the state, that is Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma. And as we have reporting, he has been the face of these elections during the entire last several weeks before the elections. He has been the political mascot as far as the BJP is concerned of the elections, and he has single-handedly campaigned in 95 constituencies with his road shows, padayatras. He has taken the state by storm during the election campaign, and that is Himanta Biswa Sharma, and someone whose political career started as a student leader in 1991, and he won his first elections in 2001 from the Jalukbari seat, defeating very, very high-profile Brigu Kumar Phukan. And of course, there has been no looking back ever since. And his hard work and determination and dedication has propelled him to this position as the 15th Chief Minister of Assam.